beautiful country of ours. The stripes and the stars are the rights that men have died for to protect. The women and men who have broke their neck for the freedom of speech the United States government has sworn to uphold. Or so we're told. I never would have dreamed in a million years I'd see. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a veve OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. It is a special day today. Why? Because I cannot get this. Oh my god, I'm going to be so hot. Okay, all right, that is going to be... before we get started, everyone check out at HeyDavidDon and at KingMavsForever on the Twitter, Standoff Chart and King Mavs over on the veve app. You got Kobe Collection, OMI Player 1 over on the YouTube, RayTax.eth domain name, Powers of X number 1 over here, Kobe Collection down here, Kyle Willson, Wendy Stibalis, Puddin' Cheeks, veve Las Vegas, Taps Trades, Mars Davis, Legacy Bermuda, Sony Pop Media, The Gale, Charles Merkel, veve Darklink, and veve Vibes, all on the YouTube. At WhatWizardVeve and Gary O at 1234CA3 on the Twitter, DerekBrad.com/pages/veve-photography, and WoundedWarriorProject.org. Now, we have a couple of things to go over. Really only one thing, but there's a lot of things to talk about. It is this Bitmart. Bitmart is just announced that we had a new exchange. You could start being able to go and put stuff onto Bitmart as early as tomorrow. Yes, deposits open at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, March 9th. That will be tomorrow, which is Wednesday. And you have an OMI/USDT pair that will be tradable on 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So right now, we currently have four exchanges. Yes, it's a SpongeBob reference. And then tomorrow, starting Friday, the 11th. So the 11th would be, yes, Friday. We will have 5 exchanges. It'll be Bitmart. Bitmart is something that we were supposed to get last year, but because they did not support GoChain OMI, they only supported the ERC20 OMI, Ethereum-based stuff, that we couldn't get it. So here's my thinking. We either have a big slew of exchanges, like the next couple of weeks, one exchange after the other, over the next 6 to 8 weeks, or because we were supposed to get this exchange eventually anyway, that we would be able to go and get this one to kind of hold us over for the next couple months until we get the next ones. I don't know which one's possible. So we have 2 exchanges. We have 2 scenarios here. One scenario is that this is the only one we're getting, and we will have to wait a couple months for the other ones. Or this is the start of something great, and we're going to have a whole bunch of them. We did go up, like just on the announcement, 21%. We can't even put OMI on there. Be advised that this did get hacked fairly recently. The Todd father has said something about this. Yes, friendly reminder that Bitmart got wrecked in a security breach. Todd father says don't leave your coins on that exchange. I mean, as long as you're going into something new, as long as you're going into something new that's saying like, hey, where you have a new password, a new whatever, and you go to like either password.com or something, or where you Google like a new password and it auto generates a new password for you of like 20 characters, and it would all be, if we decide to go in and do a type of thing, it would all be characters like that. It would all be just like exclamation points and symbols and money signs. It would all, that's what it does. That's what it gives it to you. But this is not a huge exchange. This is, I think, better than Ascendex. It is smaller than OKEX. A couple of the whales that I have talked to were actually disappointed in it. I don't know why they were disappointed. Again, most of the people that I know, they're just like, hey, good job, good stuff. But the same people that I had said that had gone on and kind of exit every now and then, like they come in every couple weeks for an update, we give an update, and then they kind of go about their business. Those are the same people. So the same people that are kind of like done and frustrated. They're the ones like, oh great, it's an exchange, we get this one. Listen, I'm excited, I'm happy. Most of the rest of the whales that are a little bit more patient, they're giving us the good thumbs up, because this is just a thing of what's to come. So if we have had a couple of new ups and downs. We did reach as high as 0.0046, I believe, and we have gone slightly down to 0.00434, but still a 15% increase than yesterday. So we had a couple of 20 million OMI buy orders, In total, I think that it reached 80 at some point. We now have a little bit of more sell orders than we do buy orders, at least on the Bit4X. If you go to CoinGecko, you're looking at... Ascendex is always off. Ascendex and OKEX are off by like 0.0002 cents. Because Bit4X is 0.43, Ascendex and OKEX is 0.41, and then Gate.io is 0.43 as well. So, and currently the 24-hour trading volume has doubled literally within the last, I don't know, 2 hours since it has since it's been announced. And I'm sorry I didn't go live right away. I just happened to go and get I was just out doing errands. I didn't even go to the gym today. I completely skipped that just because I have this live I'm doing right now. I do have another live with Dan Schawbel and Cavell Anderson. That'll take place at, I believe, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. I'll let you guys know. I'll go on Twitter and post that. But yeah, so I have that in several hours. But this is a good time. Let me go to the comments here real quick. Justin says, Bitmart. TMO says, how do people find out news so quickly? Like, damn. I mean, this is just on Twitter. Twitter has everything. So, again, I think it's Doge or Sheeb. I think Doge has 365 exchanges, and we have 4, soon to be 5. And again, Bitmart's not a huge one. But a lot of people are really talking about, hey, utility, and most other cryptos really don't have utility. Ours are going to be not only deflationary, but we're going to have utility with that as well. When will we get that? I don't know. But I'm very excited to see where this goes. I can't wait. Moving on. Also be advised, if you do go to happen to sell something or buy it, you create an account on Bitmart, only send ERC20 OMI there. Do not send Go OMI there. Do not try to take OMI out of your veve app and send it to there, because that is layer 2. Go to layer 1. You'll wind up losing it forever. Justin says he's not getting Binance or Coinbase this year. Justin, how much money is in your bank account? I'll bet you however much money is in there that we do. At least one of them. Danny Marquez has comment. Danny Marquez says TOC, maybe same as fast as pre-post comments like us. You before me and so on. There's always a first to everything. Mr. Real. Agreed. Jay Solo says, what exchange did we get? It was Bitmart. And again, it's not a huge one. We have 1.5 billion daily trading volume that is done on Bitmart, and more than half of their customers are in the US. So this will be great for people like us that don't necessarily have a good exchange to use. Again, a lot of us are using Bit4X, but now that we have Bitmart, it's going to be a lot easier for us. Justin says the 24-hour volume is actually light years ahead of Bit4X. What is Bit4X? I don't even know. Oh, the Bit4X total market cap. Actually, let me see. Bit4X average trading volume. Bit4X over the last 24 hours actually 2.3. So Bit4X is actually more, because Bitmart is only about 1.5. If you go to the article, I should have read this in the first place. The exchange caters to customers in the USA. At the time of writing, Bitmart is ranked number 9 according to CoinGecko, with more than 1.5 billion in spot trading volume in the past 24 hours. Moreover, this listing introduces OMI to Bitmart's community of more than 9 million registered users, more than 50% of which are in North America. Exchange offers a range of products available on both Android and iOS. Trading will begin at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday. Withdrawals will be able to begin on Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the initial pairing right now is OMI to USDT. And I think that's about it. Yeah, nothing else crazy. Moving on here. Energy, what's going on? Peace. Justin says, did the exchange not already buy an ample amount of OMI before the listing? I'm positive they did. I'm positive most exchanges are. I think most exchanges have already bought that. Yes. Lord of the Realms says, finally, we got one. The first domino is knocked down. More will follow. Hopefully. Lord of the Realms says, incoming hate comments saying it's not a good exchange. Who cares? It's still better than nothing. It's still more volume for us. Yeah, I agreed 100%. When you have something like this that's going to say... Now, all the gains that we made, in the next 4 days, could we go back down to where we were? Maybe. The only way I see this continue going up and up and up and up is if we get more exchanges, which I don't believe will. We will get more, and when we do get them, guarantee you there are a lot of good ones. Like I guarantee you there's some like these, and there's going to be some like KuCoin, Kraken, Gemini, Coinbase, Binance. We'll get all of them at some point. Again, why would you not want the only crypto that's paired with Disney? Sabe New Way says, yes, OMI homies, don't forget to smash that like button. It's Bitmart, Waldo. Bruce Rosder says, positive news for the OMI token. It is. I'm hella excited. Tordaland says, I don't know much about crypto, but can you speak a bit about additional trading pairs other than OMI to USDT? How would this help, and is it difficult for exchanges to do? Meow. I don't know how difficult it is for exchanges to do, but eventually, yeah, you should be able to trade Doge and Sheeb and Solana and Binance Coin and Cardano and CRO. You might be able to trade everything for this. You know, XLM, Bitcoin, Ethereum. So eventually you should be able to do pretty much whatever you want. When will that happen? I don't know. That might take a little while, but we shall see. Oh, I got somebody that mentioned me in a comment. Oh, wow. So a buddy of mine recalls when Cardano was expected to trade on Nexo, and there was a delay, and it was 2 months, and they were wondering why it was, because it's not an ERC20 chain coin, it's a Cardano chain coin, so the integration took time, and there were other ERC20 coins being migrated to the Nexo in the interim, awaiting Cardano, so that makes total sense. Okay, copy that. Moving on, yeah. Toward the line saying meow. Troll Games says, let's go, Randy. Winky Jones says, what is new exchange? OMI got, I've said it like 30 times. Mr. Kobe Collect says, Mr. Randy Chavez, how are you doing, good sir? I'm doing all right, Kobe. I hope you're doing well. I heart you, sir. Super Duper Hank says, good example to trust the Akomi team. They will get things done. Just be patient. Exchanges, MPL, and the VeveVerse will come. Freaking go. Let's get this bread. Kobe Collect says, great. Bitmart will be great for people on Bitmart. This should be one of tens of exchanges over the next several months. Agreed. I said to be ahead. Danny says, is it more USA friendly? It is. It is more USA friendly. TMOC says, if gaining Disney didn't permanently increase the OMI token price, then surely the effect of OMI of gaining any exchange, even a big exchange like Binance, will be temporary. What do you think? I think just nobody knows about it yet. There's no marketing that's been done, so it's just been word of mouth. Yeah, nobody knows about it. So, and again, maybe they do marketing at some point. I hope they don't. And why do I hope that they don't? Because they will. If they don't do any marketing, they will save that money. They will use that for other licenses. They'll use that to get whatever, and OMI stays down for a while, and the growth happens organically. If they market and they pump it, you get that pump and circumstance, then it's just going to be not a pump and dump, but it's going to go up and it's going to go right back down. If they have organic growth like this, slowly but steady. And again, they will wait for utility as well, I think, before they start to really rev up the advertising for it. But again, that's just speculation here. Rupak says, haven't looked into VV for 4 weeks or so now. Could you explain what happened? Why is there no MCP and MTL yet? I trust the team, just wondering. Honestly, I don't know. Delays upon delays, because again, the migration might have taken a little while longer than expected, and then you have the outside of that, they wanted to make sure what happened with OpenSea does not happen. Where they had some backdoors, the smart contracts, where a lot of people got hacked and whatever. They want to make sure that doesn't happen with OMI. So they're going to have to do a bunch of testing with that. Hopefully, it's done. But yeah, it's just delays. That I think MTL is rolling out slowly, but I think Hello K actually has MTL. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure K has that option, and I think somebody else does also. One of my Patreon members. Yeah. But the MCP, they're waiting for whatever reason. I don't know. Keith S has never heard of them. Jay's more exchanges. Yeah, we were supposed to get Bitmart last year. So nobody's really mentioned them because they didn't need to. We couldn't get on them, but now that the migration's done, we can. There's what exchanges are you trading on? I don't. I send Bitcoin to a buddy of mine. He sends it over to his Bit4x, and he sends me all the OMI. Aldous Havley says, yo! And Kobe Collect says, hey, Aldous Havley! Kobe Collect says, Bit4x customer support is surprisingly really good. Good to know. Good to know. We got a super chat from Ernie Malas saying, OMI holders today, another step forward. They all help. Few million more now can see OMI. Staying patient, getting a big reward for 2024 and forward. Yeah, agreed 100%. I was talking to my friend Dan, one of my best friends in life, former business partner, and he says, like, so you think we can get to $1 by like the end of the decade? I was like, dude, we should get $1 between 2024 and 2026. As long as exchanges happen the way that I think they will, utility happens the way that I think it will, and I'm being very conservative by saying 2024 to 2026, and I know that's a large window, but that next bull run is going to be huge. Are we off the bull market right now, or are we going down just because of the? Again, I mentioned in the video this morning we do have a CPI, that customer price index, will tell us how inflation's going. Now, obviously, people expect the CPI to be higher, but if it's higher than is expected, that will cause the Fed and everyone else for interest rates to rise a little bit more. That will be bad for the macro. That will be bad for short-term investing. So we could see a little bit more hurt before we see a little bit more huzzah. But and then again with Russia and Ukraine. But when Russia and Ukraine is done in like the next month or two, hopefully, then I think markets will bounce back with a vengeance. Because again, oil right now, everyone of my friends that has a boat is just like beside themselves with like, because boats take what, like 100 gallons, 150 gallons for their boats, and guess what? Gas is like $4 a gallon, at least in New York, and some places in California is like $6 a gallon. So yeah, people do be angry about that though. Before I move on, I'm gonna go on the YouTube and I'm gonna go on my video, and I'm gonna say if everyone can smash that like button, that would be super great. We'd be totally happy if everyone could do that, because it is a what do you call it? Free way to support the channel. Okay, let's move on. Where was I here? Aldous Havley says, Kobe. Sean Shakin says, let's freaking go, Randy. OMI diamond hands being rewarded, and this is just the start. It is. Oh, we might have Star Wars dropping heat this year. I can see us getting more Star Wars drops. I think so too. I think in December we'll have season 3 of The Mandalorian, and I think Moon Knight starts. There's so many amazing things that's gonna happen. The Obi-Wan Kenobi series happens relatively soon. Ahsoka Tano series, I think that happens next year, but it starts filming this year. I think they're starting to film Loki season 2 this year, and it should premiere next year. There's a lot of crazy amounts of stuff that's been going on, but yeah, you're right, Star Wars, and we might get something for on veve for that Star Wars drop, that Obi-Wan Kenobi series, so it'd be pretty cool. Homie Mike Jack says Star Wars dropping. Just read that. We got Nathan saying, when OMI first came out on Bit4x, it was paired with Bitcoin. They dropped it a few days later to USDT because of low volume. Oh, interesting. I did not know that. That must have been a while ago. I don't even know if I was there for that. But yeah, that makes sense. General69 says, does Bitmart solve the problem of not being able to buy OMI directly with US dollars? Or it's still USDT. It'll stay there for ever, maybe. I don't know. Amara Atia says it's a start. And I remember that episode of Big Bang Theory where Sheldon's sick and he gets really annoying when he gets sick, and they have to decide how to stay away from the house for a few days. So it's like, oh, they're having that Planet of the Apes marathon down at the theater. I'm like, okay, all right, 6 movies, 2 hours apiece. It's a start. This is a great time. Jay says, Omi do be pumping again. Yeah, Omi's been doing great. We had like a 20% increase in like an hour. Like, remember when in Captain America, the first Avenger, they give those Hydra weapons to, not Tony Stark, to Anthony. Wait, oh my God, what is Tony Stark's dad's name? I gotta remember. Tony Stark's dad name. Howard Stark. They give all the Hydra weapons to Howard Stark, and he's an engineer. So he goes on and he says, it's like, oh, with these weapons, Germany can take on the entire eastern seaboard in an hour. We went up 20-something% in an hour. It's insane. Let me do a little refresh here on the Bit4X and take a look at what we got. Big green candle, smaller red candle, a smaller green candle. So hopefully we find a new little... Actually, if we go out, let's go at about an hour instead of 30 minutes. I was going to say we had a nice cup and handle forming, but that's a it's a huge... I also had like a reverse head and shoulders there and freaking shot up like a mother flapper. It's amazing. Moving on here. Yeah. Commas and zeros says, Manizi Randizi. Yo, what's going on, commas and zeros? Waldo says, this is great news as crypto has been quite depressing for me recently, for everyone. Yeah, for most people. Oh, I mean, it depends. I mean, it's great for people that wanted to go and buy in cheaper. It's great for people who wanted dollar cost average. My only regret is that I didn't buy more. Oh my God, my eye. Ernie Malas, thank you so much for the $20 super chat, saying, OMI holders today, another step forward. They all help. Few million more now can see OMI. Stay patient. Get rewarded big 2024 and forward to infinity and beyond. I'm going to have to move you guys because I am straight up. Oh God, my body. My knee. My other knee. Okay. I'm going to. All of my. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the amounts of people that are going to see, how many did they have? Let's go to the article and see how many, 9 million people that are on there? And if there's only 2 million people in the app and only like 100,000, 150,000 of us that have the OMI token, well, what does this have? Yeah, 9 million registered users. Now, out of those, even if you have something like another, let's say 25%. So let's say they have another 2.2 million active users that are active like every day. They all see OMI. Half of them don't know what they are. Okay, well, that's another 1.1 million. Let's say 10% of them go in a little bit. Well, let's even say 1%. And that's still another 20,000 people going in and buying OMI. And out of those 20,000 people, if the 1%, or 1% actually, that's another couple hundred people putting in hundreds of thousands of dollars. Because, again, at 1%. Again, there's very, very basic conservative math. Back of the napkin math there. Poba G says, let's go. Poba G is going to be on the stream. He's going to be on the podcast at some point next week. He's a very undervalued, very underrated YouTuber that nobody knows yet, but they will. Super Duper Hang says, as long as it's not a 20-step process to buy OMI, it's a win. Yes, it'll be a huge win. Especially some people that are waiting for more American exchanges. Yeah. Genuine says, OMI token starts trading March 11th on Bitmart. Let's get this bread. Bert the Jerk says, this is foreplay. Okomi just put the tip in. You can't say that, Bert the Jerk. Oh, God. Oh, my God. David Rose's mom. Hi. I haven't seen you in a while. How you been? But, yeah, so when this first gets on Bitmart, expect the price to go down a little bit. Everyone that's buying now might, sell. Well, we shall see. Golden Boy says, do you see the Mona Lisa? Best news this week. I haven't seen that. Somebody send that to me. That would be great. Oh, God. Where am I? Oh, we got William Coulter says, yo, soon you can do the Terry Silver with that hair. I can. I would have to dye it. But, yeah, totally could. Yeah. Oh, God. If anyone's seen Cobra Kai, or if you haven't seen Cobra Kai, you got to go see it. It's amazing. Where was I here? Before that happened. Kobe Collects talking about Papa Stark. We love him. Uncle Mike's Cryptonomics says, Randy, what I said last night, selling when it hits 0.35, just 3 million, old farmer, just starting for exchanges. Oh, did you wind up selling? I hope you didn't, but if you did, then I hope you're able to get it back. We got a super chat from Poba G. Says, making me blush. Yeah, man, I can't wait to have you on. I know you sent another message on Twitter trying to get scheduling. I don't think I had answered that yet. I've had a lot. It's been a big day. What I did the other day was I was walking Gemma, Danielle's dog, and so I grabbed like the house keys, but the house keys, locked the door behind me. But they were attached to her car keys, and I put it in my jacket, and then the jacket I took off and I was like, I'm gonna put this in the laundry, and I still had her car keys, or her house keys, or her car keys as well. She has 2 sets of house keys, and she doesn't have keys to her car, so I had to send it in the mail today. I don't know why I'm telling you that. Oh yeah, I couldn't even respond to her. Tell girlfriend, hey, I sent the keys. You'll get them by tomorrow. I overnighted them, and yeah, that's so I will get back to everyone's messages at some point. It could take a couple of days. I'm not gonna lie, because we do have Cavell Anderson and Dan Schawbel coming on the podcast tonight, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 2 hours with me, Dan, and Cavell, and then the last hour is just gonna be with me and Dan, kind of getting to know them. The veve fam do be growing though. Do be growing a lot. And where was I? Kobe Clark says, whoa, new space. What's up with that dresser? What dresser? What dresser, fam? I don't know. Veve Crane says, let's go. Andrew Chang says, I've had my OMI on Bit4x before the migration and have continued to leave it there since. I want to put it in a trust wallet. Is it safe to move it? Yes. So be advised. Hang on one second. That for your trust wallet, you have to go put in the new the new ERC20 OMI address. So I don't have trust wallet on me. So what you would do is, no, don't go to veve. For those of you that don't have it yet, or kind of new here, like what is OMI? Like I'm gonna go to veve, not veve. I'm gonna go to Trust Wallet. So you go and you download the Trust Wallet, you'd hit the install. It looks like that. And then on the front page of that, on the top right corner, there's going to be 3 little lines and some dots. You hit that twice, and then you input the new ERC20 address, where you could list, and you'll be able to send OMI there. I think I should have it listed. Yeah, it's an OMI Medium article. And on number 4, on the 4th one, I'll show you what to look for. OMI X immutable migration manual token swap. So you're going to search Medium article for that, and you're going to scroll all the way down, like downtown. You're going to go to step 4, add Ethereum OMI to MetaMask. And it doesn't have to be MetaMask either. This works for Trust Wallet as well. You go down to number 4 on there, you copy that address, you paste it into the your Trust Wallet or your MetaMask, whichever you want to send it to, and then you go on the front page, and after you add it, it should appear there. There's going to be normal GoChain OMI up at the top, and there's going to be normal ERC20 OMI. So you want to send it to the ERC20 OMI. If you send it to the GoChain OMI, not gonna be good, fam. You're not gonna get it, and probably gonna lose it. So that is. It is definitely safe to put it into Trust Wallet. Just make sure you send it to that ERC20. Kobe Collect says, 1 small step for OMI, 1 large leap for veve kind. Agreed, 100,000%. Lucas says, oh, the $1 OMI party end of this year. LAO, no, probably not. I mean, let's just say, remember how at the end of World War II, or not remember, you probably learned this in history class. At the end of World War II, where, troops came home and people got busy. What happened? That's the generation of the baby boomers. They were born in the late 40s, early 50s after, people got home from war. And like I said, that got busy. So people at the end of wars, people have this insatiable, their monkey brain tells them to celebrate, tells them that life is short, life is sweet. Grab yourself a front row seat. Yes, that was that old Foxwoods commercial from way back, like 15, 20 years ago. I digress. Yeah, that tells the world that it's okay to invest and to. So once we have this end of the Russia-Ukraine conflict, people are going to get busy, and this is actually working really well. If the CPI comes out, I think Thursday morning, an hour before market opens, and it's not as good and things drop even more, well, they're going to rebound just as heavily when that Russia-Ukraine conflict is over, when they go and nobody else is freezing out. Russian citizens are getting so just boned, like Ukraine citizens and Russian citizens. Ukraine because their lives are turned upside down, and Russia because they don't have anything to do or want with that war. It's just the government. This is a perfect reason why we all need guns, because government can sometimes do some crazy things. Anyway, moving on here. But if that were to happen, where we have the end of the Russia-Ukraine conflict, big catalyst, money moving into markets, and then we have more exchanges. So that's going to be another big catalyst. Let's say like in a Coinbase or a Binance in the next couple of months, which would be fair, like, May, June, cool. That happens, and then a few months later, we get OMI to NFT, and then we get veveverse. If we get a lot of FOMO, which I do suspect, honestly, I still see that if all of this happens, again, this has to be like a perfect storm, golden goose scenario. Then yeah, I mean, $1, no, probably not, but 30 cents is not outside the realm of possibility. Now, could the opposite happen and this Russia conflict continue and NATO gets brought in and we have like a soft like World War III? Then yeah, we could get cut in half again. We can go to 3 zeros again if other exchanges are delayed again, and there's no utility and no whatever, and things keep getting delayed. So the two opposite things could happen. We can go down to 0.0, we can go to 3 zeros, or we can go to 10 cents and beyond. So it's most likely a couple cents, 3 to 5 cents, give or take. Just my opinion there. William Coulter says, yo, soon you can do Terry Silver with that hair. Oh, God. For anyone that hasn't seen any of Cobra Kai, what's wrong? It's so good. It's so nostalgic. And it's just, even on its own, if the characters were different and they had nothing to do with the, Karate Kid, it's just, the characters are great. That's all these amazing storylines going on. They're all interconnected, and you have throwbacks. It's so heckin' good, and just my God, just they're the best around. Nothing's gonna happen. Super Duper Hank says, "What's up, Kobe Collax? Didn't even notice he was here, like a ninja, like a cat." AW says, "Randy, MC1 Secret Rare or Spidey Secret Rare collectible for the long run?" I think the MC1 has held its value a lot better than the Secret Rare. I think the Secret Rare Spidey's down to like $40,000. It did not do well at all. Like it's down like, well, it did about average. I mean, a lot of other things were down like 75%. That was only down 60%. So it was really not bad. But let me try to go to the Marvel here. Also, you notice if you go to Marvel, there's no Captain America. There's Marvel Mighties, but there's no actual like Steve Rogers Captain America. You have to go to like the drops, or you have to go to wherever to find that. But let's go to the Spider-Man. Secret Rare. Let's take a look-see. $39,800. So that is $39,800. That it is. I don't. Yeah, that has dropped a lot. Maybe I should buy another one. I don't know, or buy one because I sold that other one. And then you said what, the Marvel comic number 1? Let's see what we got here. That Secret Rare. Oh, that's at $38,800 also. $38,888. So it's a difference of $88, but that is really interesting. I thought that held a bit better, but it did not. Yeah, a lot of things went crazy low. Yeah, we had the Fantastic Four number 1 go down by over 50%, and that's at. Oh, that actually went up. That's at 13.4. All right, that's not bad. Aw, they got a little war teddy. Look at the little doggo. That actually went up. It's not bad. Good times. Good times. It was at like 9,800 the other day. I love this game. Blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. I would say probably the collectible. Probably that secret rare Spider-Man. Just my opinion. And we got Poba Jesus making me blush. Of course, man. Can't wait to get you on. Excuse me. Golden Boy says, look at comments. Look at comments on what? I'm trying. I'm doing my best. I'm reading all of them. I am only behind by 9 minutes, though, so y'all should feel lucky. Last night, I was behind by like 40 minutes at one point. It was insane. Kobe Lex says, at Super Duper Hank, what's up, brother? Just working and lurking. I don't miss any of these. I catch all the replays on 2 times playback speed. Watch about 10 hours of VV content per day, LOL, but in 2x. My man. David Perez says, first time I checked floor prices on VV in a month. Oof, NFTs, yeah, they're down hardcore. It's not a bad time to buy. Now, could we go down even further? Sure, but compared to where we were, this is not a bad time to buy and get back in. Omi Panda says, Bitmart was just hacked in December, I believe, but every exchange helps, I guess. Crypto is in a weird space overall. Seems nothing is really moving. Again, when you have that, I think, small threat, but threat of like a World War III type scenario, yeah, people are going to be scared. Kobe Collect says, whoa, new fridge angle. How much for the side of the fridge? I don't go here that often, so I'll give you a 1 common alligator Loki per month, if you would like. I'll give you the side of the fridge. T says, Biden bans oil from Russia. Biden says oil will rise. Russia attacks, becomes more violent. Omi to 0.0028 soon. I think you said that the other day, and fair point, it might happen anyway, but we have continuously gone up. Yeah, there was a couple of things that I did mention in my video earlier today. If those of you have seen it, great. If not, well, then you are wrong, sir. No, let me go and delete this. Yes, oil prices spiked after the United States and European allies said they were considering banning imports of Russian oil. And then later on, Reuters had reported that U.S. may act alone to ban Russian oil imports. Then Russia threatens to cut off flow of Nord Stream #1 pipeline. Is getting pretty crazy with the sanctions and all that. Andrew Chang says, I love you. Thanks. Cheers, mate. Love you all too. Ernie Malas says, I hope OMI goes to 0.0028 and stay there for 6 months. Buy lots more. Burn tens of billions. If we're going to go that low, just go to 0.0014. Go to 3 zeros. And could you imagine this? So let's take a look at our good friend Puddin Cheeks' burn chart here. Let's go to the, oh my god. So many people in my message. That is not what I wanted. All right, so we're gonna go to Puddin Cheeks' burn chart here. Just let me, Jesus. Yeah, I know. Okay, so we had 100 million OMI burn yesterday. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Which was about $381,000 worth of money just burned, which is great. It's fantastic. We had about $800,000 go into the app yesterday, which is pretty good. Yeah, that's a good amount. The biggest one of the week so far was on the 5th. We had over $1 million go into the app. But even though that's not a crazy ton of amount, we've had much more certainly go on in the past. Because OMI is so low, we burned over 500 million OMI on the 5th, which is incredible. So usually at least once, but sometimes twice or 3 times a week, sometimes all week, we have over 100 million OMI burn each day. So for example, this week, we've had 2 days where we've had over 100 million OMI burn. From the 24th to the 2nd, from February to March 2nd, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4 days where we had 100 million OMI burn or more. From the 17th to the 23rd, we had 2. We had 1 from the 10th to the 16th, and from the 3rd to the 9th, we had 2. So again, usually happens from the 28th of January through February 3rd, every single day. So we had 7 days in a row where we had 100 million OMI burn or more. So we're averaging, according to Alex Havley, over 1 billion OMI per week. We're pretty legit. Very excited about that. On average for 2022. Super Duper Hank says, at Kobe Collects. Smart man. Didn't think about that. 2 times speed. Heck yeah. Omi Panda says, yep, waiting to stack big. If people wanted to trade, you know, when you go at 20% in an hour, it's really not a bad idea to take some profit if you had, you know, bought down there. That's just my opinion. All right, so talking Bitcoin, 4 days, LTX. So we're gonna. No reason. I'm guessing that. Okay. All right. So apparently the web platform has to be finished before the OUP and MCP stuff can happen. And what did I say about a month ago? That MTL was coming first, and then exchanges. So we've had MTL start rolling out, and we just got another exchange. So my first two, gonna put that check on the board here. Check. And then the next thing that I said would be the web app, and the web app I said would be third. And then I thought before we get OMI to NFT and before we get the Veveverse, we would have a Pokemon announcement. So again, we have MTLs rolling out, exchanges are happening. The web app I think will happen at some point in May, maybe April, but maybe then. And then I assume after that we'll have a Pokemon announcement. Not that we'll get Pokemon, not that we'll have the NFTs, just that we'll have the announcement, kind of like we have had the Little Prince, we've had the LOL MGM dolls, and we announced like Pan's Labyrinth and all that, and Jim Henson, and you know the Muppets and all that craziness. But just because they announced it didn't mean that we had it just yet. After we get the Pokemon announcement, we'll have probably OMI to NFT, then the Veveverse, and then localization would be 7th. And after localization, then I think we would have Pokemon. That is just my working theory, though. I've only been right for the first 2 things. We'll see. Omi Panda says, yep, waiting to stack big. Super Duper Hang says, Randy, how much for this angle of the fridge? I told Kobe collects one alligator Loki common per month. If y'all want this side of the fridge, I can totally fit a couple of people on there. If y'all want, I'll keep y'all posted. But yeah, this is just a little quick little update that I had. Ask me anything while I get back to some messages here. Yep, come through, getting around that. Can't come through, I'd be busy, girl. Tell me something, girl. Are you happy? Okay, so Storm Rider says, have you guys seen this? OMI top 3 buys during the dip? Ooh. Okay. Interesting. Oh, so happy International Women's Day from veve Collectibles. Shout out to the VVT for the incredible overview of the amazing women artists on the veve platform. The VVT, known as Heather Truax, she will be coming on the podcast hopefully next week. I shall see. But veve says, we look forward to bringing on more women artists, characters, and stories to the veve platform. # representation matters. I really do love that. Like I said, I had Fanny Carbonell on yesterday, which was fantastic. She's made Instagram posts about me. She said she watches my videos. I was fanboying so hard yesterday. Anywho, I feel like that Loki thing. Oh, how sad. Anyway, yeah. No, so moving on to this, I always grab people that are interesting. So when I had Orange Bag Lady on 2 weeks ago, I had Paul Ascadel on last week along with Dr. Phil Kaplan. I've had obviously Wendy on a bunch of times. I had Kyle Willson. I need to get everyone on my page here. I've had Taps Trades on. I haven't had Puddin' Cheeks. Puddin' Cheeks is very busy, and he's coming out with his 3rd video soon. So I do have to. Apparently, I'm going to be in it. Yeah, I got to get a bunch more people on. But yeah, I really should. And it's not that I really try to make a thing of like I should have more women on. It's just that I grab people that are interesting and I ask them to come on. So, you know, when you have somebody like Heather that goes and she makes this video, it's like, oh, hey, this is really cool. That's just interesting. And it just happens to be that even though veve is pretty dominated by men, like what, 90% plus, or in veve and OMI, that even though that there's only like less than 10% of women on here, then that are on the app as opposed to men, but they still get like 30 to 40% of the people that come on the stream. So I think that does speak a lot of volumes. So moving on here. Tyler X says Bitmart got hacked recently. It did. It got hacked in December. The Todd father has said not to put your stuff on there. I mean, I won't either. So again, this is great news, but I'm not gonna be selling anytime soon. I'm not. So it doesn't really matter to me. I mean, exchanges are great because it makes the price go up and it gives us a little more liquidity and use. And this, suddenly a new coin comes on, and the 9 million people are like, "What is OMI?" Excuse me. So I'm very excited about that. OMI Panda says, I personally like OMI staying under half a cent because the fees are super low to buy large amounts. Try going to an exchange and buying $1 million worth of anything, those fees will break you. That is a good point also. That's a very good point. Maybe I should take another one of my trust wallets and try to go and get more OMI. Change from the Go OMI token to the ERC20. Now I have about 17 million OMI in that one trust wallet that is ERC20 OMI. So if I do need to sell, I can sell that and still have well over 100 million OMI. But I'm just talking out loud here. Maybe I should get more just in case. Kobe collects says Coinbase got hacked too. We definitely still want Coinbase. Yes, no, we want everything. We want anyone that'll take us. We'll take it. We're like the I can't say that. I wish this wasn't a family-friendly thing sometimes, so I could just say things without worry about getting demonetized or not worry about getting hashtag canceled. But we want what we can get. We want what we can take. We want what anyone will give us. I remember in my friend Justin that he's been on with Steph Celentano, that he's been on the stream a lot. I remember when we were in like high school, maybe we had graduated already. His brother was in middle school still, and his brother was just about to go to his first dance. Like, are you planning to like ask anyone, any like cute girls that you planning to go with? And he turned like without missing a beat. He's like, I'll take what I can get. I was like, oh, like you gotta have some standards, boy. But yeah, no, it was interesting. It was fun. Willow Kid says, say it. Love you, Randy. I love you too. X says, this is what we're waiting for, Bitmart. Well, this is one of the things we're waiting for. I mean, technically, we've been waiting for Bitmart for about a year. We were supposed to get it last year, but then they found out, oh, you're Go OMI? You're Go 20, you're not ERC 20? Yeah, we can't do that. So we have been waiting for this for quite some time. I don't know if this means that other ones are coming right away, or that just because this one has been waiting for so long, that's why we're able to do it right now, and other ones are still going to be several months. I don't know. Very excited to find out, though. Little kids, the fact that they dropped this out of nowhere with no warning means more could be right around the corner. We got to be grateful. This is why we always got to be vigilant. And I'm so thankful that this happened after I got back from the poker. If this happened on a weekend when I was on the poker, oh man, that would not have been fun. Straight up would not have been fun at all. I so much to do this weekend. So now that the birthday weekend is over, I will probably be able to be here a bit more often, where I can stream and make daily videos, not just on weekdays, but on weekends as well. It's not a weekend, it's a weekend. I know it's weekend, but you know what I mean. Let's go to some more stuff that I have missed, and I will show you some stuff that I missed. If you missed my video early this morning, let's see, talking about Earth 2, that Essence currently is right now the easiest it will ever be to get on the Earth2.io game. And then they will be able to go and you'll still be able to get Essence later in life, but it'll be a lot harder. Sparky Banjo, shout out to her, saying veve just easing you into MCP with new updates, as it seems that premium market listings will be displayed before non-premium listings. So basically they have to prevent the market from being overrun with premium listings, only select number of premium listings will be available for any one collectible, most likely 10%. Like if there's 30 of a collectible, 3 premium market listings can be up there at once. If there's 100 of them, then 10 at once, so on and so forth. Again, I'm just speculating here. That number does seem to make sense. Our very own Dan Chabel and Jeremiah Aoyang talking about OMI the other day. Dude Broman on Twitter said that at the end of the day, it's not that I believe in veve. It's that I believe in Spider-Man, Batman, and Superman, characters that have survived the test of time. Which, fair point. Jeremiah Aoyang had tweeted that he agreed, but secondly, you must also believe in the overall trend of digital collectibles. Then Dan Chabel said, like, hold my beer. He said, you have to believe in 1, the IP, 2, the platform for distributing and managing the IP, which is veve, 3, the community that supports the IP, and 4, the overall trend of NFTs and crypto. So Dan being the most scrutinous out of all of them, but he's still here. He's still, he's very, very, very much and big into this. So I'm very happy to have him. Can't wait for him to be on there. Also, veve is the sponsor this weekend of Elite Comics Virtual Comic-Con. I thought that'd be pretty interesting. Also, guys, be advised that some users have reported service unavailable, security requirement, heavy load errors today. A hard restart or an uninstall/reinstall in some cases should resolve that issues. Try that before going on and putting in a ticket. And then Mighty Jacks, the Ink Stories, Eve Colorized. If you have one on the veve app, you can go and you can get a physical copy. I think that was all. That was it for the rest of the news. We had some memes shared by Venkatesh, who is attached to. Who's he attached to? Epico Regal is making memes about David Yu, which is very, very bullish. I'm bullish for that because pretty sure they'll have some use case. They'll have some OMI utility with them as well. Yeah, a bit more. All right, so I guess the new update of the market was not that good. I haven't noticed anything. If I go to the market, it seems the same. But some people are saying, please revert the update. The market is so sad. They're trying to say, bring back the old marketplace. The new one is not good at all. There's no clear visibility. But I didn't see any of that. I thought they were... it looks exactly the same. Like, so somebody tell me what's wrong with it, because I'm not seeing anything. Also, there's a system-wide Discord outage right now. Discord status.com says, we'll update when our server is back up. When it is, use the opportunity to revisit and change your password as a matter of best practice. Fair point. That seems to be it. Oh, God. Okay, so Comics and Crypto just made a recent post saying, collectors will always find ways to differentiate value. Mint numbers for NFTs on veve Official are extremely significant, and in this video, they explain why. So I'm going to probably look at that at some point. Thank you guys for 50 likes. That means the world. And look, Fantastic Four, #1 is up there. Huzzah. Moving on after that. Yeah, I know. Thank you, Mr. Pags. He sent me that. You have a link to join for later. Yes. I will send the link when I'm done streaming. Ending soon. Heart. Okay. So yes, I will do that in a minute. So again, be advised, in about 4 hours, I'll be live with them. So I'm going to go and chill and relax and all that jazz. Comments. Tim Cox says, good afternoon. What's going on? How you doing, fam? Biddyman says, I had a 3 million OMI order get filled last night while I was sleeping, and seeing this news, of course, made me freaking hype. I'll take Bitmart working their way up to the heavy hitters. Yes. So, Biddyman, are you going to sell for a quick 20% ka-ching or not? Let me know. OMI Panda says, OMI will definitely hit the bigger exchanges eventually. It's just a once in a lifetime to stack. I've seen this with a lot of coins since 2020-ish. Patience. Yeah, I 100%. OMI Panda, I'm glad people like you are in here, that you've been seeing this for about a decade. And you've seen it with a bunch of coins, and in your experience, you say that bigger exchanges will come eventually. It's just a once in a lifetime to stack. Agreed. Tyler X says you have to pay for listing fee, right? Yes, a lot of places it's like $1 million, $5 million. It's a lot of money to list your coin. But if I am head of an exchange and am in charge of getting coins on my thing, and I see a coin that is the only coin that's associated with Disney, be damn sure I'm waiving any fee. But again, some might be hard asses, excuse my language, and they might just be like, no, you're going to have to pay. You don't pay, you don't get on. Okay, fair point. LeVar Henry says Black Panther rare or Coca-Cola Globe rare? Oh, Black Panther rare for me. Vidimon says, no, I will sell in December when it hits 17 cents. Not selling at all. Oh, man. Good for you, mate. TY says, I like the sign that OMI is starting somewhere with exchanges. A lot of people complain for a start like this. We walk before we run. Agreed 100,000%. Vidimon says, keeping some to buy land in the VV-verse. Same here. Heyo. Yeah, let's see what we're at right now, and then we'll go from there. X out of a bunch of these things. Let me go to Czech Republic. Got away with a blatant foul. Sorry, I just saw something with Czech Republic come up on my screen. I'm not sure what it is. Oh, Discord back up. Let's party. Heyo. So Discord is back up. Good times. Sleeping. Okay, here we go. So 0.43. So we got 130 million times 0.0043. Hey, I'm back up over $500,000. Very nice. Huzzah. Moving on. Matt G says, hope you're well, mate. Love OMI being low. Burn, burn, burn. Heck yeah. Tyler X says, can it 10x if listing on Coinbase? Possibly. I don't want to say probably, because that would mean that's greater than 50% chance. I would say, well, definitely greater than 0% chance. 10xing is a lot, although not really. It's hard to know. Yeah, because I mean that's only 5 cents, so I think that is possible. Vidimon says, Randy, my daughter calls you the man that sings. So I watched a documentary called Searching for Sugar Man, and she asked me, do you think the man you watch that sings would like this? I said, I don't know. I'll ask him if he saw it and recommend it. Searching for Sugar Man. Well, let's take a look. I will go to the YouTube, and what is it called? The search? Searching for Sugar Man. This is first searching for Sugar Man. Okay. PG-13, interesting. I don't know what it's about, but is it in black and white? No, it's not black and white. I don't know. He does kind of look like me a little bit with the hair. Oh, he's got a full head of hair. Oh, I have that hair again. It's about a Hispanic musician from the early 70s from Detroit that made an album and disappeared. And somehow the album ended up being a massive hit in South Africa. When will the dev sell? I don't know. Probably not going to be for a while. I'm great that it had a massive hit in South Africa. Veve Assistant loves it, so this is a great movie. Daniel Vang says, can the second tier exchange be a strategic move, Randy? Do you think they want to focus on smaller exchanges right now, and then right before Pokemon announcement, you got on bigger exchanges? I think we'll get other exchanges before the Pokemon announcement. Yes. But again, just because they announce Pokemon doesn't mean we'd get it right away. I think that means that they would announce it and then maybe not. I think it's been almost a year since we had the announcement of LOL MGM dolls. And then maybe like 8 to 10 months for like Little Prince and Pan's Labyrinth. So there's a lot. I think just because they announce something doesn't mean that we get it right away. I think it's possible that if we get an announcement, let's say in the summer for Pokemon, that we don't get it until next year. We shall see. It says, would create a double moon. It's a double rainbow. Oh my God. Remember that video from back in the day? Oh, that's a cool rainbow. Tyler X says, oh, Sugar Man. Populist out of Maravid says, let's go. Tyler X says, it's a legend. Oh, Sugar. I gotta try to take a look at it then. Gotta try to take a peek. Sinful Miles' Discord was down. Was. Sinful Miles says, Golden Moment or Aston Martin? It depends on the Golden Moment. Elsa, R2-D2, obviously Walt. Say Donald and Daisy. Although Donald and Daisy is not doing good right now, but it will in the future. I'd say a lot of the bigger ones, I'd say yes. But if it's like a Lady and the Tramp, or if it's like a Pixar car, or like the skateboard, I would say take the Aston Martin. But yeah, it's just my opinion. Monarch NFT says, yeah, bad move. Bitmart is a bad exchange. What are they doing at Comey? An exchange is an exchange, so we're gonna take our wins where we can get them. Golden Boy says, I would announce Pokemon 3 to 4 months before dropping. I don't know if they even have control of that. The Pokemon company might just be like, hey, we're doing this. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. So yeah, that might happen. And all right, guys, I'm going on for an hour. I do have to go on a little bit later, and it's going to be like a 3-hour podcast minimum. So I will keep you all posted. All right. Everyone, thank you all for the super chats. Let me know if y'all want to rent out the side of this. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. All the way over yonder. Goodbye. Meow, 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 meow.